Hello and welcome to G-Lens. Senator Natasha'srecall has fired back at Senate President Akpabio for trying to block her return to the Senate, despite a court order clearly stating she must be reinstated. Earlier this month, a federal high court ruled in Natasha's favor, declaring that her 6-month suspension from the Senate was illegal and excessive. The court said the suspension, reportedly for speaking from a seat not officially assigned to her, was too harsh and left her constituents without representation. But rather than follow the court's order, Akpabio went to the Court of Appeal to challenge the ruling. His legal team argues that the courts have no right to interfere in the internal affairs of the Senate. They claim that things like suspensions and disciplinary actions are decisions only lawmakers can make, not judges. Akpabio also believes Natasha acted too quickly by going to court. According to him, she should have first taken her case to the Senate's Internal Committee on Ethics and Privileges before involving the judiciary. He even claims the court raised issues that were never discussed in the case, like whether the punishment was too harsh, and then made a ruling based on those points without hearing both sides fully. In response, Natasha's lawyer, top legal expert Michael Numa-san, says the Senate has no excuse for not following the court's decision. He pointed out that the court gave clear instructions for Natasha to be recalled, and under the Nigerian constitution, all public authorities, including the Senate, must obey court judgments. Numa also emphasized that the court's use of the word "should recall her" doesn't make the judgment optional. When read as a whole, it amounts to a binding order. He backed his argument by citing a recent Supreme Court case, which ruled that even judicial recommendations can carry legal force when they're part of a judgment. Senator Natasha has announced she plans to resume her duties in the Senate on July 22, and her legal team has warned that if the Senate continues to block her, she may take further legal action. Peter Obi, former presidential candidate and respected leader of the Labour Party, paid a heartfelt visit to Edo State in early July 2025. Far from a political rally or power play, his mission was simple: to connect with everyday Nigerians and uplift lives. In a powerful act of generosity, he donated 15 million naira to a local nursing school, quietly investing in the future of healthcare and education. He spent time meeting students, shaking hands with supporters, and reminding people that leadership means service, not noise. It was Peter Obi doing what he does best, leading with compassion, not fanfare. But after that visit, Edo State Governor Monday Akpabio got upset. He made a bold and dangerous statement. Peter Obi must ask for permission before coming to Edo. If he doesn't, his security won't be guaranteed. Basically, the governor told Obi, "If you come here without asking me first, you're on your own." When a governor says someone's security won't be guaranteed, that's basically a threat. Let's be clear that this is not just another episode of political back and forth. What Governor Akpabio said is not mere bluster, it carries serious consequences. And if we brush it off, we set a dangerous precedent for how power can be abused in this country. The Nigerian Constitution, yes, the very document that binds this nation together, guarantees every citizen the right to move freely within the country. Section 41 says, "Every citizen of Nigeria is entitled to move freely throughout Nigeria and to reside in any part thereof." When a sitting governor declares that a citizen, any citizen, must first seek permission before entering a state, he's not just overstepping, he's trampling on the law. And when that citizen happens to be a national figure like Peter Obi, it becomes an attempt to silence and control political voices. This sends a chilling message, not just to Obi, but to anyone who dares to challenge the status quo. You're not safe if we don't approve of you. In a country already battling insecurity, this kind of rhetoric is like pouring petrol on a flame. It gives extremists a green light. It puts a target on Obi's back, and it tells his supporters that their lives may not be safe either. This is an abuse of power. A governor's job is not to bully. It's not to intimidate. It's not to decide who deserves safety and who doesn't. A governor is elected to serve the people, protect lives and uphold the Constitution, not turn the state into a personal kingdom. When someone in power threatens a fellow citizen for exercising a basic right, it shows just how far we've strayed from democratic values. It shows that for some in power, leadership is no longer about service, it's about control. This is not just a threat to Peter Obi. It's a threat to every Nigerian's right to move freely and speak boldly. Nigeria belongs to all of us. Power does not place you above the law, it binds you to it. If we stay silent, we risk normalizing this behavior. If we excuse it, we risk inviting more threats. More abuse, more lawlessness. This isn't just about Peter Obi. It's about the kind of country we want to live in. A country where rights are respected, not rationed. Where leaders uplift, not threaten. Where disagreement is democratic, not dangerous. The Labour Party senators has demanded the police and DSS to launch a full investigation into what they called a direct threat. Their message to the governor: take it back and apologize now. Obedient movement Obi's supporters. Their warning was blunt. If anything happens to Obi, we'll hold Akpabio personally responsible. The Ohana's youths did not hold back either, labeling the governor's comments an assassination threat. They even called on the US and UK to place a travel ban on him. Human rights lawyer Chidi Odinkalo. He slammed the incident as a new low in Nigerian politics, saying, "This kind of reckless behavior from a sitting governor shows how broken our political culture has become. There's mounting pressure from all sides for real accountability. A formal investigation by the police and DSS. An official apology from Governor Akpabio. Increased security for Obi during public appearances. And possibly legal action, with calls growing louder by the day." A popular blogger known as Abdulhamid Deflowerboy has been arrested in Kogi State for allegedly writing damaging posts about the governor, Ahmed Ododo. Was this a case of online defamation, or just a blogger speaking truth to power? Deflowerboy was invited by the police after the state government filed a complaint, claiming he posted false and harmful information about the governor online. He reportedly showed up voluntarily and admitted to being the author of the posts. After that, he was taken to court and remanded in custody. The Kogi State Commissioner for Information, Kingsley Farnwo, confirmed the arrest and said everything was done legally. He denied rumors that the blogger was being held without trial. He was invited, he came, confessed, and was charged in court, Farnwo said. He also warned that defamation is a crime, not free speech, and that it can ruin people's reputations unfairly. However, many people online see the arrest differently. Critics believe this could be an attempt to silence voices critical of the government. Farnwo disagrees, claiming that Deflowerboy was being used by political enemies who are angry about Governor Ododo's reforms and efforts to clean up government spending. Some people can't handle the fact that public money is now being used for the public, not for a few powerful individuals, he said. The case is still in court, and legal experts are watching closely. Some say this is a test of free speech versus defamation laws in Nigeria. That's it for now, but I will be back with more updates as the story develops. If you found this report helpful, don't forget to like, share, and comment with your thoughts. Subscribe and follow to stay updated on all the latest news. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again soon.